Fancy one with the smoke and 2 flashbangs. And these guys like to go very fast in their pistols from what we've learned so far.
Well, we'll see if that reigns true once more. Bomb is inside of the B apartments already. There's a decoy somewhere in the middle of the roof between there and Catwalk, and another one in mid. But there is, in fact, one true player in the form of Captain Mo waiting to anchor from the boxes, spot rotations, and the aggression from Device right now that's on the corner. With him on the corner of Catwalk, though, what we see right now, Kerrigan and Xyp9x, that means there's 3 members close to B, so they've anticipated this fast play. And they're going to shut it down as well. Xyp9x shuffles over to the corner. He's able to get away. They have to go for the reload. Attacker's low on HP, and Captain Mo's the only one to find a kill. He's late, but he gets to Catwalk. And that, oh, okay, with the one tap, is better late than never. He's got this down to a 1 versus 2. If he'd been a little bit sooner, he could have saved his teammate. Goes for the reload. And as he wins, it's because the timing was as dupreeh peeked. They're double peeking him, but they haven't found shots in turn. He's got to be so careful. This is a pole dance for him at this point in time around this pillar because they're trying to push and widen out the angle and give him very little space to stand on as Kerrigan, or rather, excuse me, Kirby will hit the shot and take him down.
Solid work there. Xyp9x, we always say he's so strong on his B side. He locks down the first 2 ensuing players toward that B side. It was a simple execution for TyLoo. A little bit slower than anticipated, but a simple finish as they get towards the side. No bomb planted either. Astralis in that 2 versus 1, like he said, just closing down the angle and making it very difficult for him to find anything with that silenced USP. And will be TyLoo losing the pistol this time and force buying in the second. So we have got those upgraded pistols, the armor, no nades at all. And Astralis with SMG heavy buy, mainly UMPs and a couple of pharmacists chucked in. 1 kits and decent grenades coming in. It's a fast window. Boost actually works out for Fancy One. Takes out Kerrigan and manages to recover one of those UMPs.
Ooh, goes back for a secondary peek toward the top of ladder, though, and Device will deny him the kill and the UMP pickup. But this is all for sale right now. They're trying to force rotations back over toward the A site. There's an aggressive push out toward A main right now from dupreeh. That means he's a long way from rotation, and waiting to watch Palace while that happens is Kirby. So there's only 2 inside of this B site, and 4 players right now from TyLoo pushing, jumping, doing whatever they like to get toward this position. And Xyp9x is going to be smart about it. He's not going to stick around. He falls back, but that dink in the process is going to be a huge problem. Nade out, damage done. Somebody takes the brunt of that, in fact, down to 23, but he's going to spar off against with this Tech9, surely. He's just trying to buy the time against Device. They're definitely playing discipline, but they're going to leave themselves vulnerable to Kirby's position. Xyp9x will at least get 1 more. That's good deed considering his HP, but now he's in problems. He's in trouble. He's got to hit the shot. Attacker. It all sprays high and right as he's got the first kill, but DD's the one to do the job back. Tech9's reign supreme, and it's 25 HP. Xyp9x does find 1, though. He's turned it around. It's a Tech9 battle, but he doesn't know where DD is.
But they go into the bomb site and just find absolutely everything going on there. It comes down to that 1v1, but Xyp9x, there's not enough information to finish it off. And it's going to be 1-1 here. The force buy is coming back in return. Astralis scouts UMP and upgraded pistols. But TyLoo, after losing the pistol, they strike back, and we know how deadly they are in Mirage. May I remind you, they took down NaVi here. They were tipped to win this tournament, and they opened up their campaign by losing to the very team we're watching right now.
Ended up falling out of the tournament to the other team we're watching right now as well, as Astralis beat them in an overtime matchup last night on Dust 2. It was a heck of a game as well. There's been lots of good action. We said this would be one of the more interesting tournaments considering the summer break and the rosters.
This group alone has been sensational. It's been really cool to watch. And Astralis somehow overcoming their demons of NaVi. We didn't think that would happen, but they managed to do it. But here we are in the 3rd map against TyLoo. More to play for here. And this round's an important one for Astralis. If they can pick this back up, it'll be one of those back and forth games we're so used to seeing, and that certainly how started off as Kiabi from the underpass actually gets a CZ headshot and gives them the man advantage going forward.
Gun there, but he's not going to pursue it because he's not sure what else lies in wait at the top of the stairwell. There's no need to overcommit and give it away. As dupreeh, another man who was sensational on the last map, is going to just wait right now with this UMP in the corner, tries to get some information. It's not really a bait-in, but they can pull some attention towards CT if they're timely about it. dupreeh doesn't care about timing. He cares about kills. He's got DD getting back into his face, though, as soon as he took down Attacker. So it does still give them a chance on this T side. Down a man. Smokes and Molotovs that don't land correctly out, but that's going to leave a chance from CT to be peeked. DD just back around the corner. And the AK, he's caught in the open. Watch the peek coming over from the stairs. He's able to get around before the trade comes back in. It's going to leave it 3 versus 3, and Scouts versus CZs. Or rather, with CZs against these AKs. 7 HP for DD and He actually gets caught by a sweeping device toward that shadow position. A dink back in.
Was the deciding factor there. The defuse comes in, is successful, and I dare say there'll be another force buy from TyLoo here. We know they like to do it. They're actually being a little bit more conservative. We discussed this in their first map. They love force buying. Historically, we've seen them do it so many times, and sometimes it has been their downfall in these big games, but they're going to be taking an eco this time with the bomb plan in the previous, so looking to buy in the next round, but still deadly with these Tech 9s and P250. Let's see if they can find anything with them.
They won on Inferno and... Oh, nice nade. Inferno and Cobblestone at Malmo. Best of ones. They've never won a best of three. It's now them to try and go against Astralis and accomplish that feat, but the damage done from those nades, and Kiev just walking out, spraying them down. Kerrigan's going to follow it up. Device, Dupree, Kerrigan, and Kirby. Zipic seems the odd man out now, doesn't he?
It does.
He certainly is not the odd man out when it comes to contribution, though, as somebody. The last alive, he's got a P250, 53 HP. And really not much beyond that.
Yeah, options limited. Has got the bomb. If he can somehow get that down, I would be flabbergasted. But let's see what he can do as he starts edging in from connector. Just going to hold his position right now and hope this CT goes hunting and trying to finish things off quickly. Gets a little bit impatient perhaps, and
he looked like contemplative with his lips pursed like that.
Yeah, well,
a little duck face for Instagram.
Well then, time ticking away. He's just hoping for a mistake from the CT, but doesn't look like that's happening as he starts going towards the bomb site now. Spotted from Shadow, establishing crossfires, and this looks like an aggressive round though. Astralis looking to take the game towards a terrorist, and they send two players up towards middle.
Flash far, no smoke close, it's nade instead, but it doesn't matter because Device has the shot. And a very fast, aggressive Astralis seems to want to take the fight to TyLoo. They're not going to give them any room to breathe, but they're going to take it back regardless. As JD drops in, it's the waterfall play from Palace. Look at the HP, it's low. JD though with the kill. His Device a chance to walk back around. Watch Kirby. He's got a spray down. No, he can't land it. The flash comes through and a man was down on top of the platform, but it's going to be the bomb planted still, thankfully, because Fancy, he's isolated far from the site, but he can hold this off. Great headshot as Device is found in the gap. Double peek potentially coming through, but another one. Oh! And
why would he get the auto sniper as opposed to the AWP? Doesn't make sense, but let's see how it works out.
Makes no sense this early.
It's normally one of those weapons you bring out when you've got a huge lead, the momentum's built up, and you want to surprise them and have a little bit of extra string to your bow, but this doesn't make any sense at this stage. It can be a viable map for it for sure. Lots of smokes going down the A side, you can spam through them, but it's such a high-risk weapon that we don't normally see too often. It's just a weird time to bring it out, considering the money available for the CTs.
Such lovely, crisp headshots.
Yeah.
Man, we said accuracy from TyLoo is a strength. Do not for a second doubt that. But Kerrigan, I mean, is this like a let's get in their skin early? I don't. Is this a misbuy? Like,
I'm not sure. It's weird to bring that out. Like I said, momentum-based gun. When you have a dominant lead, that's when you can justify it. Zipex towards the B apartments, using the jump.
Why do people
potential.
miss that smoke so much?
I don't know. It's happened a lot this tournament. It's weird. But still, they rectify it, and they will be looking for kills towards short in that connector area. And Fancy, after that incredible round, he'll be leading the charge as he faces in towards connector, spots the foot of Dupree, but he decides to fall back.
Dupree spots nothing in return, but it is Device that's waiting on this corner. Jump around, but no one follows up. Attackers thankfully landed it himself on that SMG jump. Now they've got a pinch towards Zipex, but they give him enough with the scout to drop the bomb down, and nope, somebody can't push because there's unfortunately a Molotov in his way, but the shot coming through towards sight will mean the recocking of the gun means he goes down. Kerrigan in turn, though, he's got a crossfire set. Kirby, he's found by the UMP. This is a one-on-one. Somebody...
And considering that the auto sniper is out and Kirby has a UMP as well, maybe potential. And Fancy once again opens it up, takes down Kerrigan. That's the auto sniper down. Dupree in a difficult position as the terrorists start ensuing towards the bomb site, and from connector is DD.
This is back, and this is incredible. Back and forth with a bomb dropped. That's a big problem because when you're down with weaponry and you've got the man advantage, you can't afford to give any handicap back to the CTs. They've done that in doing so. But, I was going to say the UMP gets the jump. Zipex holds true on 20 HP. And takes Captain Mo back. Indeed, he's got a large task ahead of him. Bomb all the way over toward the A site, but they're splitting the defense, you know. He can get toward this. He's got a UMP picked up. But what approach, does he take? He wants to try and segregate them, cut them off. With that full rotation from Zipex, he actually could get through here and go towards CT. Yeah. And would Device have any idea that he's there?
I don't think he will. This could be the godlike play from DD. Silently makes his way from CT spawn. Device with the auto sniper in hand as well. This could be a guaranteed kill. He starts to face though, and the timing works out perfectly somehow for DD. Does he suspect it? Did he get spotted? I don't think he did. Device is back to looking at the A bomb site. This kill means everything. If he gets it, Zipex on 20 HP, it's so far away.
You just know he's going to check it. Look at this timing. This is, oh, man. This is Splinter Cell right now from DD.
The timing.
Device not checking it. He's checked it twice. He's not going to do it a third time. DD's got it down. Bomb's available to him. But Xyp9x has made it all the way to Catwalk. And this time, which means he's facing. It's 20 HP versus 55. Smoke out, bomb grabbed. 22 seconds, and DD's not going to fool with it. He's going to just plant. Nade will put him at 9. It's next bullet wins. And it's been back and forth rounds. TyLoo, they want this. Flash out dodged. And DD's made it the sandwich. Xyp9x might think he's shadow. We might think he's A-main, but will he anticipate him being this close? And Xyp9x is going to go wide around this. He's not on the stairwell, still sitting up toward the top of connector. Spray through. He knows he's low with that nade. So one bullet will do it. Checks Tetris, but can't clear all the way to the corner. Where's he gone? And the lineup's there.
Pistols and UMPs is the B rush. Why not? Xyp9x just as the scout trying to do what he can. And the first kill comes in for the device.
I thought it was the scout that landed. It doesn't matter. It's a kill for Astralis. It's answered back by attacker. Device is dancing with the devil right now on the edge of the flames. He can't decide which way to turn, so a smoke goes out to give him more steps toward the open. But they've gone back on this. Fast contact play, limit Device to 13 HP and take down Kerrigan and then reset, fall back, try and find something. But look at this push up middle. They've already got a player at Horseshoe. Kirby's here. It's just a Deagle to work with. Okay, thankfully spotted because his timing could have been beneficial. Action's not ceasing to slow once at all. And go back to that last round for a second. DD, how smart is he just to sit in the cubby for that long?
He just knew. He had the read on it as well. He thought Device is probably going to be anticipating this. Let's hope it worked in my favor. And my God, did it. And now they have the man advantage. Device 13 HP, and it's going to be the play from connector. Debris picks up one, looking for two, but can't find it. And now it's just Xyp9x, scout in hand. And he's so far removed from the situation towards the kitchen area with the scout and no kit. He has got a flashbang, but this should be TyLoo picking this one up.
4-4 potentially, if that happens. Could have been 5-2 and no money for TyLoo if DD didn't pull that off as well. So just think of how close this game is in the possible scenarios. But the reality we're in is tie, as Xyp9x is already looking to fade away. And money for the next round. This scout might actually just have to be held all the way through because the CTs have nothing at all.
They get $1,900 going to the next round. So the scout is pretty much all they can bring to the party in round number 9. The rest of his teammates did fully invest into that. Device has $950. It's very unlikely, of course. It might be a double eco situation if they want to have a decent buy going forward. So Xyp9x, known to be the B player, the scout. That's probably where it's at its most efficient towards that B area with the jumping shots. But there it is, TyLoo get the 4-4. It's been so back and forth here. So many exciting moments in the early stages of the first half.
Going to be the martyr in all of this. He's going to be the one to get aggressive as to maybe Captain Mo with that UMP. He's actually watching the flank as Kerrigan tries to get there quickly and convincingly. Bomb planted, and TyLoo might snatch the lead back after this round. I'd say that's a foregone conclusion as it's just Device left against 5.
Well then, TyLoo do take the lead here. For the first time, it will be 5-4. Device and CD Spawn does find a cheeky headshot though, trying to recover this AK, which he does. I don't think they'll allow him to keep it though. There was another player in kitchen, but DD, he's slow on this. He's not responding, and Device being a bit apprehensive. He knows.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, I guess he assumes they'll be hunting him down. That's actually the right call as well. They're coming from CD Spawn. He gets in the perfect position. Will he be able to save it? The players are coming around from CD Spawn. I said it before in the warm-up that it will be Kerrigan wielding that weapon on this map. It seems to be back to basics for Astralis, and fast play from Fancy with the P90 against unarmored heads of Astralis. That weapon could be very efficient going up against them.
Somebody nearly exposed by that second flash as they tried to push through the smoke in return, but connector's occupied. Oh, watch Shadow. They see it, but they can't find it. Dupree nearly gets a teammate to help him out and gets attacker for his troubles, but it's still the man advantage for TyLoo and all of it toward the A site. And bomb, though. This is the problem.
Here we go.
Out at middle. They caught them late coming through connector, so Device on 19 is going to play from underpass. A nade could be a problem. That's quite a narrow corridor or funnel for a nade to fall into, but backs away and let Xyp9x get the read instead.
A big round here for Astralis.
He's going to try and flank this, you know.
Yeah, so I guess they're going to know his position. He's low HP. He needs to make a play happen. Xyp9x has got the M4. He's in towards the window room. Captain Mo, though, can pick up the bomb with Xyp9x. He'll be trying to deny it. The problem is he won't get a sound cue at all. He's just going to have to use his senses here as he is spotted. Gets the first kill, but taken down by Captain Mo in return. Now just Device and T-Spawn. 2 versus 1. Has got flashbangs, but so out of this, the only advantage he has, they probably won't have any clues coming from Palace, so this could be interesting.
Man, what a game of cat and mouse throughout the map.
Absolutely.
Everyone's all over the place. It's so fast and chaotic that people are trying to take these odd rotations because they're available. And as you say, they might not know he's here, but they've split up accordingly. So even though it's an isolated one-on-one, that's going to be the information to somebody. Bomb planted on the outside. He should be able to play this off from aim, but let's not rule out Device. He's clever in these situations. Somebody just shoulder peeking. Bullets come through, and Device, he's off it. He knows he doesn't have a kit. Oh, yes, he does. Take that back. He's picked one up. There's time here. He's going to get a smoke. Precock the flash, bounce it, but somebody's already on it. He's already there, so precock flash will not amount to much. In the open, inside of the bomb site, and downed in the end. Kerrigan's pulled one back, but he's traded. And Device low, AK finding him. It's just Zipex. And a very fast round from TyLoo post timeout, but Astralis calling a timeout with pistols will likely be ready for this round as we go out with the AWP on Kerrigan against Fancy. So Fancy T-side hopping, Captain Mo CT side.
It seems that way. And the Kerrigan, it's very map dependent whether they're actually setting themselves up for potential smoke play here. Fancy one with the AWP as well. Kiabi using his smoke to block any vision from that A ramp. And this could be an interesting round, a change of pace for the Terrorists. Like I said, we've had quite a simple game so far, and we'll see whether this works out for them as they actually start to bring an execution to the table.
So it's set and ready mode. It bounced. Potentially some flashes out. He's got two. There's two you can throw, one to blind above and one to blind below the shadow position. He's just waiting on the inside of the pillar. You've got to throw them from just the other side. One's running, one's stationary, but it's dupreeh that he'll be trying to battle with when he walks in, as the rest of his team, including watching the flank Fancy, are getting set for the A site. Short smoke, I believe. This one's going to land in between the boxes. No, okay, so they're actually going to put this one in the open, so it's a mid-wall. The short smoke was already thrown. Look at the chaos that ensues. They don't have to cover CT when you do this because you can plant inside of the smoke. And Kerrigan, he goes forward thinking there might be a gap. There's not. It's a very intuitive internal smoke. You don't have to go deep in the site. You plant for a main, and that's exactly what's happened as they've gotten two down. dupreeh falls. And Astralis have no chance to walk back into this. Look at the flank as well. Look way over toward B right now. Fancy with the AWP, 7 HP. He's just going to sit, wait, and catch off. Zipex, no guns to be saved on that side of the map. They can start to pincer in the CTs, but be careful not to give too much away. Good spot from somebody, because if they walk away, a ninja was possible. I'd say that was the innovation that we're seeing from TyLoo, because that iteration of smokes is not something you see commonly, where you throw the mid-wall and just let the CT stay in the site with you. But they did it so quickly and got 2 kills in doing it. Oftentimes you go for a 5 versus 5 post plant when that happens.
Another force buy for Astralis here. You can see KRB just in the pistol. Zipex on that scout once again. For Kerrigan, the pivotal factor here. He's got the glass cannon orb. They need to start having some rounds working in their favor. And this time he gets the first pick. Device aggressive towards shore. Nails the shot as well. That's enough. They can fall back at this point. They have the 2-man advantage, but not out of the woods just yet. Because Captain Mo and Attacker still alive with the AWP in hand. Still time available as well as we hit the 1-minute mark.
So this time, finally an opening pick for Kerrigan on the AWP, as you mentioned, and then mid-control lost his Device, gets aggressive. They can slow things down, Astralis. It just seems like constant waves hitting them of aggression from TyLoo. Finally, catch their breaths, but it is a 2-man advantage. We've got a Deagle and a Scout involved in those 2 men. So they've got to play off each other still in a convincing fashion, because now they've lost Kierby. Good play from Kerrigan, good up close attack, but it's Attacker that pulls him back. Device hits the shot on Mo. It's just Attacker, 12 HP. This round's going to go the way of Astralis, the first in a while. Reset is a potential factor.
And you're absolutely right. The reset potential is definitely there. 2 players down to 0. Kerrigan just with 650, dupreeh with 9. So if they lose this round, they go into number 15 with pretty much nothing. Some FAMASes, some shotguns maybe, but this is a big one for TyLoo. No warps in the hands of them. They've got a healthy buy, of course. Lots of money available. Smokes, Molotovs, 5 AKs, and the flashbangs. Not setting up for the set piece just yet. It's more of a slow default. We have seen that mid-aggression from Astralis coming before, so they're setting up and seeing if that is a possibility at the start of the round.
dupreeh. Oh. They want to take this back. Remember when this all started, when Astralis had the lead? It was an aggressive pistol strat that started it, aggressive play to try and say, all right, TyLoo, you want to play clever, you want to play fast, we're going to go twice as fast back at you, but it costs him this time, so dupreeh can't find the opening. He's got very little information off that as well. He only spots one person just anchoring the position.
Just holding that A ramp would have been more beneficial for him. He has no idea what's waiting around the corner. No one else on the terrorist side has shown themselves. They're obviously in a passive hold, and he gives himself away. And still in a tight situation here. It's going to be Zipex to that scout towards B, and still a lot of time for TyLoo to play with.
And sometimes, to clarify, we rag on dupreeh a little bit for that. Sometimes that's a call from either Kerrigan or Zonic in that case saying, hey, listen, the setup is this. We need you to find information for us. So
yeah,
either way, whatever the call was, whoever made it,
you just need something to work with there, right? You need them to be showing presence just to know you're safe. But the smoke's coming once again towards the A side, but it's connected where the majority of the players are coming in from.
Missed smoke this time, though. They don't have one toward jungle, so there is a slight gap to work with. However, the slight gap by design, perhaps, because they come up connector exactly where that smoke is. They haven't checked this, though. Kiev sprays down 3! Oh, and he nearly turns it back, and Mo, he'll shut him down, but they've made this doable for Zipex on the scout. It's Captain Mo, he's lowered away from this, but Deagle out. Molotov to try and flush him. He's got him with a Deagle. It's down to the 1v1. DD's inside this positioning connector, and TyLoo will pull it back.
Still money available here to double orb set up at TyLoo. Astralis, of course, number 15, have to force into this. 4 pistols, Zipex with the only weapon, a UMP. And this has been a horrible, rough half for Astralis here. They actually won the pistol, lost the second round, and there's DD throwing away the orb, because it shows you how much money they've got available here. He has an AK waiting for him in spawn. I assume he had a decent spawn at the start, was going for that mid pick. They've done damage towards Kerrigan as well, so at this point he's just feeding out the map and seeing. And they were stacking towards the A site here.
Oh, and this is too much to handle. We've lost our signal. I've lost mine at least. I don't know if the observers in time Mo back. And it is going to be Kirby follows up, but this position inside of Palace will protect him as bomb goes down. And although they're low, specifically DD, or excuse me, Device in this situation, DD's not going to be able to find much at all from the MP7. And it will go 9-9 as expected, but now the guns will come up. Oh, our screens are back. I like it.
There we go.
I was casting off the stage for a while.
Oh, we're back now. You didn't miss much. It was a couple of kills in favor of TyLoo, and it was a full EK for them anyway, so it's okay. It wasn't a tense situation. 9-9, no, this is. As StarLadder have tied things up, I want to see what kind of play style TyLoo will bring into it. Just if you missed it, they like to play 2.
Towards CT spawn with that AWP, lucky not to get caught as well without a smoke to cover his movements, but it's a 2 versus 4 on Astralis. It was TyLoo's CT side that ripped apart NaVi. They're not giving them a chance to get that rolling because first gun round, and it's looking like TyLoo are already going to have to go for the save. In fact, they are going to go for the save, no question about it.
Yeah, it's dupreeh that cracks that bomb side open once again. We've talked about his entry form. A lot of players have been complimenting him on social media, saying that he looks absolutely godlike right now, and he delivers once again here. 2 kills on the A site, and the CTs have no option but to save. It's quite impressive to find those 2 kills, but Captain Mo, the last player, remains as he rotates off towards the B bomb site. And actually in the B apartments right now, he'll be holding with his AWP. But he is being hunted down. dupreeh and Kerrigan sandwiching him in. I don't think he'll be surviving this. He might get 1 kill. Tried to land it, but he can't, and there it is.
Took me a minute to realize if we were not live or we were, as we lost game sound for a moment, but that quick Molotov off toward the van to try and push anyone out. It's going to be Attacker that goes back in toward Device in the B site, and as they get spotted up, it's going to be damage that goes against Attacker, and pretty much that's it. And Device finds him again with the UMP from window. That should start to favor off toward a B push as he goes into the site and realizes it's a stack on A, and their best chance is just to bring that bomb down toward that position and plant it, get it over with, and take a 2-round lead. With 11 rounds total, it's by no means done and dusted. TyLoo's on this CT side, but they've definitely taken an economic advantage, especially if they can keep all the rifles up. They can let Device go on the charge to find anyone else here.
4 players remain, and with a B bomb site completely open here, somebody just rotating towards Kitchen. This is a pretty simple equation for Astralis to solve, as they do realize the other bomb site's open. Somebody's there. Kitchen does find 1 kill though. Can't manage to salvage a weapon as dupreeh takes him down, and Kiabi doing some serious work there with a double kill as well. Just DD remains, and he's got a lot of work to do here. Just to see that in hand and body armor, and he's dealt with dupreeh to finish things off. 11-9 now. Astralis starting to get quite a commanding lead here as we go into round number 21. 5k across the board. Definitely an opportunity to get the orbs out. It will be Captain Mo. Hit a little bit more. He gets the head armor as well.
Astralis looking the form on the back of dupreeh's entry is very much a part of it. And this man's leadership. Let's not discount Kerrigan. And already, and we're not seeing it, we're on his face. He's got the face of an opponent down. It's going to be a start that takes down Captain Mo. Flash over from Fancy. He'll try and rotate back around and cover off this mid-control from window, including the AWP as he drops the M4. We know these guys can all op. We've seen them pick up ops from the 4 on overpass and make them work. It's not even a secondary op position in that sense. It's just whoever can get to it first. Quick Molotov by attacker by design. It seems odd, but it's on the inside of the smoke, so if they push through it, they take damage on the way, but Kiev comes up connector, and attacker doesn't spot him in time to react. Well, allow Astralis in the site once more, a two-man advantage. This is not looking well if TyLoo cannot find these opening picks, as they could against NaVi. They haven't gone for that catwalk aggression either, by the way, so maybe that was a response to NaVi. His device, he'll take down DD. Fancy. Luck shot through smoke. Get out with that AWP. Try and get away. Try and save it. But guess what? You got to confront Kerrigan, and he's got you. But in turn, oh yes, money gained. He'll go down. AWP will not be carried over. Take your pick on. Somebody's going very aggressive. Kiev. He's looking at it, but he's gone down. The UMP works, and somebody just says, I'm already spraying. I'm going wild. I'm going to turn back toward the kitchen where somebody goes with a pistol and take that back. It's the AK, rather, as Captain Mo tried to find the kill, but this is now a two-man advantage. TyLoo do get aggressive. Not on catwalk, of course, but aggressive nonetheless.
It was Kerrigan waiting for that play as well, but it's not over just yet. Fancy with the CZ makes it a 4-on-2. Device takes him down, and now it's up to him. They still have the bomb in their possession as he makes it towards CT spawn.
And they'll get a plant out of this with rifles to a side. Even though the manpower resides in the favor of TyLoo, they can try and get these post plants down. Watch this smoke. Somebody's low. Nade out. Oh, that's so close. Device, he's managed to conceal himself back in it, and somebody can't find the angle. It's a flash through. Device, he's going to push, but he knows he's got him. Got to be on that garbage can. He can't find him. Device is smart enough. You won't fool him by that simple play, and now it's a problem as numbers fade away, but it is just Device. 20 HP, sprays through, hits one on DD. Oh, his second shot, they're so low, it's Mo, down to 22, and they're going to try and push, jump over attacker. Oh, he's spraying an attacker, and oh no, he's lost his ammo. 20 HP. I mean, we saw a play like that from Fancy in the first half, but that one was even more bizarre with the luck shot through. Kerrigan, rather, again, confused by these Ks, it's Kirby, rather. We'll find attacker, but Captain Mo has pulled one back this time with DWP, and now Fancy and DD get aggressive. They're starting to show signs of what they had against NaVi, as it's down to just Kerrigan and Mo.
Okay.
He'll make up for it. They make up for the last round. Dumb enough to go for a knife there.
Well, the
like,
thing is, he had no kit, right? So he had to get the kill right then, right there, because if he'd got the reload and waited any longer, the defuse wasn't possible. Well, the first kill has come in. We've missed it, but Kerrigan has gone down. It's to the hands of somebody this time. And this AWP setup seems to be working out for them. We didn't see this before against NaVi, I have to say. It was more about the rifles and being very mobile and actually attacking towards mid. And another great shot from Mo. Takes down Device. He was trying to lurk in towards the Tetris area. 5-on-3. And the bomb's still in the hands of Zipex.
So that round from Device was great and all, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Astralis, yeah, they steal that one back. We've got a double op setup coming out for TyLoo, and Captain Mo is very impressive CT side op.
Yeah,
and we're seeing signs of it. He's just gotten a kill here. He had 2 last round. And they've got a 2-man advantage to work with. Astralis' money, their bank account's going to be chiseled at.
Yeah, they still have enough for one more buy, but after that, they're done. But it's 5-on-3. The crowd's starting to come to life here. They can detect who are they cheering for? Who's the home favorites?
They're standing in front of Astralis, and I don't know if they're trying to distract them and taunt them, or they're cheering for them.
They must be cheering them on. As we know, Kerrigan loves the crowd, right? That's the whole situation. But Astralis now do find a kill in return. That's Captain Mo, like you said. Very impressive on his CT sides, and it's going to be a fancy one. With in return, takes him down. 4-on-2, and Zipex and Dupree with 20 seconds remaining.
I think the reason they've gathered in front of the stage as such is because at the end of the game they want autographs immediately, but Zipex is going to take down DD Fancy. We get Zipex immediately back, so we're not done. It's a 1 versus 2. Dupree picks up bomb. AWP's gone off of Mo. Somebody's elected to go for the FAMAS, and he's going to get him in the middle of the plant.
Somebody not going to be taking that weapon once again. And it's going to be TyLoo now actually getting 2 runs in a row. Their first 2 of this half. It's going to take 2 more though to actually tie things up. This is a big one. If they can find this, they almost certainly will, because Astralis won't have much money to play with.
Kerrigan just waiting. He's going to get the flash out over top of Dupree. He peeks on top of that. No, he's going to just look toward ladder. It would be a long step for him to take to hope that someone's still blinded up when he arrives. Meanwhile, it's all map control. I mean, this is it. TyLoo, that was, we now know. Well done, TyLoo. You knew you were going to play NaVi. You designed a 6-map veto.
You're right.
You took it to Mirage, and you counter-stratted the shit out of NaVi because you pushed Catwalk with 3 players at times. They've yet to do that against Astralis because look how much mid-control they've had time and time again. And I'm a bit surprised that they don't throw a curveball and go back to it here. It could work, but look, we still got a game, and TyLoo's still in this. If they win this one, they'll finally break the bank of Astralis, who have an AWP in the hands of Kerrigan, trying to find toward the van. Dupree starting it off again. Entry kills. Impressive, that AWP raining out, though. It's going to give DD the chance. He nearly lines it back up, and there we go. Mo, we know he's effective, but he's only got one this time. He's gone down as he gets caught out inside of the site. It's Attacker to find the kill back, but this is on to A. Forget the activity toward B. It's going to be a plant. A Molotov to hold them back. Xyp9x will get the gun in position to defend as well, and the bomb's going to go down planted toward A main. They're down a man, but they've got lots of time to get a post-plant position on this. They're not going to take it, you know. They're going to fight forward. They're going to be unorthodox about this. So CT stairs, if they start to get this information, this is going to be very hard for Astralis. The good news is Attacker, who's heading this direction, 15 HP, great shot. Now they start to play off of each other. Somebody spots Device, but he's going to peek this out. He's got the advantage of the box and the lack of awareness from exactly where the second man is, and Astralis
forcing for overtime with 4 rounds in hand is going to be a horrible situation there. This is pretty much it, Matt. Next round, they get $1,900. If Astralis can pick this one up and negate the aggression of the Chinese side, they've done it. They've made it to the playoffs. And this is such a crazy game so far. To say this is just for the playoffs, it feels like so much more.
Oh, I mean, so too to that best of one with NaVi. This group. Attacker, he's the poor man with just the pistol. But if he finds a kill fast enough at the top, oh no, Mo, that's a problem. Gets caught this time by Device, who uses the smoke to his advantage. It's not a battle he's lost too often while they've got money, but this time on rifles, they can't find it, and Fancy's going to have to play this pretty much solo as Attacker has to sit close angle at the top of connector. He can't afford to rotate over and support. He doesn't have the gun to do it from the distance. It's all Fancy at this front of the site. And now we see if this CZ's going to work. Kierby getting ready for the pop flash. Go now, Attacker, if you're going, because he's not going to have the gun drawn, but he baits it. It was a smoke toward jungle instead, and he looks away. It's going to be perfect as Fancy can't find the kill. Astralis, a 4 versus 2. It's a UMP and an M4 as TD. He's been damn impressive, but he's caught in the open. Astralis are looking for map points and a broken economy of TyLoo. They'll find 15-11.
They've pretty much done it at this point. Like I said, the money is in ruins for TyLoo. 2K across the board average. Nothing to work with, and 1 round required from the Danes to finish this one off and book themselves a place in the playoffs. The force spike comes in. It's UMP, CZs, and Captain Mo. He's only got a 5-7. All to play for now. This is it. Can TyLoo do anything with this? Fancy one's going aggressive towards Palace. Looking for that first pick, but surely Astralis aren't going to give anything away as an exchange. Damage dealt. And Fancy's gone down to 56, and there it is. Xyp9x finding the first of 5, but in return, Attacker brings it down to the 4-4.
Yeah, we're not done yet. Attacker, as he pushes forward to grab that AK as well. They'll know he's in Palace. It's a question, does he stay there and try and hold them off in the post plant or prevent them from coming to A, or rotate away? Because losing a member at B, they've got to go more passive on their defense. So he's already left Palace. He's gone back towards CT stairs. And they're going to put 2 men in B with a boost, which may allow them to leave just 1 member in that site if they can get clever enough. I really wanted to see more of the catwalk aggression from TyLoo.
We haven't seen it once. That's the crazy thing. We thought it was this new style that no one has seen before. We were calling it the kind of Asian flair, but it was just an anti-strap at the looks of things. They haven't done it once here.
I'm surprised they haven't at least thrown it in. And I wonder if they thought that they in turn would get counter-shredded by doing it. But here we go. Pistol for Captain Mo. A little bit of a peek. He's got some information, but it's Attacker on that AK. He goes early. No trigger discipline, but he gets the trade, Mo. And now it's the AK back in the hands of the CTs with the man advantage. And 2 UMPs to watch that bomb, but look in front of the site. Look at that X-ray. Device is lurking. No. And DD's got no idea where they are. Kierby and he are going to find him information. They've got the crossfire set. UMP, he's got to hit these shots. He's out of ammo. He's going to be low as he gets peeked in turn from Kierby. And hurry up, DD. Or rather, somebody get to your teammate and give him support because somebody's bleeding out. He's on 16, but he's caught Kierby. And it is going to be pulled back from TyLoo.
Didn't necessarily have to do this. They had a lot to play with in terms of rounds in the back, but I guess they don't want to allow the CT economy to build up. They want to reset it. Well, not even reset it. They want to attack it while it's weak. And 3 AKs and Tech 9s could be enough.
The one thing I could say that if they counter-stratted NaVi, and we know their coach puts long hours into the night watching demos, is maybe they didn't feel the necessity to contest mid-control. Maybe they didn't think Astralis was going to try and take it from them that much. Just theorizing, but right now it's going to be somebody window with a boost coming up. He jumps down. Why does he jump? That gives Dupree not only a kill on the Tech 9 and M4 to work with now. That complements the array of AK-47s that they have. Man advantage, it's 4 rifles aside plus Device on a Tech 9.
That was nuts. What the hell was that play? You don't need to commit like that. Now then, Astralis with the recovered rifle, as you said, have a firm advantage here. Time to play with. A couple of smokes as well. Surely this is it now. Finish this one off.
Kerrigan just waiting. Device is drawn to the Molotov. They're going to execute on this A site. Bomb's getting closer, and it's going to be with the help of Connector, which makes it overwhelming inside, but it's just one for Fancy. He can't add to the tally, and Fancy, look at how much bullets are pushing onto him. He knows he's lost his teammate now beside him. This is looking good. Astralis, they've stolen it. They've got this. There's no way DD can do anything about it, and Astralis, a jump out the window. Did he press it by accident? Did he try and get the peak? I don't know, but a questionable play, and Astralis are making the playoffs.
The arena erupts. Denmark has done it. Astralis do go through to the playoffs. Up against it after the second map, we weren't so sure. It was Train that TyLoo actually picked and ended up not picking up there, and then Overpass going in the other direction. We knew Mirage was going to be a lot of fun, but as we explained, it wasn't any strat we saw before. Quite a standard setup on the CT side, and Astralis are able to overcome it. An exciting game, the first half especially, full of clutches.